meeting of the cardinal men in council because of what Ichie Okekaru told me. I have this feeling that plans are being perfected in high places to deny me of my right, and I want to state it clearly here. I will resist injustice. I will.
There's something you don't understand. That you are the first son of the late king does not in any way qualify you to speak to the elders in council in such crude and reckless choice of words.
Right.
Ichie Okekaru is the spokesman of the elders in council. And whatever he has told you is the position of the elders in council. Period.
What? Can you imagine what this man is telling me? You have not even asked me what he said, and you are assuming that whatever he said is the position of the elders in council. Why would you say a thing like that?
Yeah, look. Your father and I come from the same clan. It can be said that you are my brother. Based on this, you shouldn't think that I would lead you astray.
Oh, come on, Ichie, don't give me that. You're telling me you cannot lead me astray, but that is exactly what you are doing, leading me astray. How can you connive with these men to do something that is unjust to a man of your clan? Why?
I don't want us to drag this matter far too long. Do not whip up any sentiment at all.
Anyway, I wasn't the one who started it. Ichie Okekaru started it, and he should be the one the house must call to order. That is if and only if there is any problem. Yes.
Prince Henry, I've told you before, we should not drag this matter far too long. Let us face the real issue. Can you possibly tell us what Ichie Okekaru told you?
Thank you, Ichie. Ichie Okekaru told me that my coronation would be postponed. So I ask, is that the position of the elders in council?
Yes.
I ask again, is that the position of the elders in council?
Yes.
Oh my God. I don't believe this. I do not believe this. Our tradition says that 1 year after the death of the king, his son would be crowned king. Now next week would make it exactly 1 year after my father's burial, and I should be crowned king. So why are we not doing that?
I want to be the one that will bring the news to you.
We have consulted the oracle, the chief priest, and all spiritual authorities. And all say the same thing.
It's true.
That we should not be in a haste to crown you a king. That was why the coronation was postponed by the elders.
And why? Can somebody tell me why? Why? Look, you people shouldn't just be staring at me. Someone should be bold enough to tell me why my coronation is being postponed. Why?
Henry, the truth is that we have not received a clear instruction not to crown you the next king. You may still be the one that we may crown eventually. The spiritual authorities say that we must not be in a hurry. I am pleading with you to relax and let us allow the gods of the land to direct us. Please.
Calm down.
I see. I see there's a conspiracy here. And I'm telling you this. I will resist all of you. I will. Can you imagine the embarrassment, Ferdinand? Why do they want to change the tradition of our people? Why?
If you'll take my advice, I'll tell you to calm down. These are elders of this kingdom. You definitely cannot wage war against them.
I am not waging war against them. Know this. They have started the war. They started the war.
Listen to me, bro. I heard everything they said. I understood what they said. Now, why don't you just let these men perform their duties as elders in council? Why?
Ferdinand, I know why you're saying this. You're just a man of this kingdom. You don't know the politics involved. Look, I know the politics of the Council of Elders. I know it like the back of my palms. I was born into the politics of this kingdom. Listen, they want to dethrone me and possibly crown another family as king. But you know what? I will not let that happen. I will show them that I remain the dreaded man of campus cultism.
Hey, listen to me, bro. Don't you ever go threatening the elders with campus cultism. As a matter of fact, don't ever let them know you had anything to do with campus cultism, because that would worsen your case. Now meet me in Enugu as we agreed, and let's take off from there.
Ferdinand, these old men are daring me. They are daring me.
Nobody's daring you. Just give them some space.
When you do a thing, thinking that no one sees you.
You see, Pastor, one thing I know for sure is that we cannot dictate anything to this awesome God we have come to serve as our Father and as our God.
Of course.
Because if you're telling me that you still want to proceed to marry Ozioma, my daughter, who am I to say no?
I still want to proceed. I still want to proceed. But the thing is, she has not fully accepted my proposal. Because she is always remembering your rebukes. So please, I would want you to call her. Make her understand that there is nothing wrong in getting married to me. And rather than breaking up the church, getting married to me will help in strengthening the church.
I think the ideal thing here is not to call her, but to tell her this. I rather invite her here to come so I can tell her whatever I want to tell her. Or I can even choose to go to her place to tell her whatever I want to tell her. But the truth of the matter is that it is better handled face to face than through the phone. Or what do you think?
You're right, you're right. What happens is that my love for her grows every day. So whichever way you choose to take care of it, it's fine by me. You have my full support.
Pastor, you remind me of my own days.
Ichugonab, something tells me that the prince will venture fight the elders in council.
Why would he attack the elders? Why? Is it because we told him the truth?
The point is that, does he believe that we have told him the truth? He believes that we want to skip him out of the race. I think you should go back to him and explain the situation more closely to him. I want us to have a peaceful transition.
Good. And that peaceful transition is what we're going to give. Yes. But for me to go to Henry to explain anything, no. That's one thing you don't understand. And I want to tell you that now. I knew the exact reason why we were barred from crowning him the king.
What is the reason?
Now, my son and Henry attended the same university. And he told me that Henry was so bad in the university. He violated all the rules and regulations of the university, smoking Indian hemp and all banned substances with impunity.
Are you insinuating that we are bad? Huh? Because somebody smoked Indian hemp?
Okay, Aaron. Come out clearly. Are you saying that a good leader or any leader should smoke banned substances? Is that what you are saying?
Listen. Ichugonab, I don't want us to bring immorality into this. I know some kings who smoke Indian hemps and other banned substances. Even though what they are doing is bad, their gods did not kill them. We should do what we can do as human beings and leave the rest for the gods. I still suggest that you go back to him and tell him to wait for the elders in council to hear from the gods. If he attacks any elder in council, he has shot himself in the legs.
Good.
I'm going. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. See you. Wait a minute, Henry. Are you telling me that Ichie Okekaro is part of this?
Exactly what I am saying, mother. They said they consulted the chief priest, and the old man told them not to crown me king.
How is that ever going to be possible? Why are they trying so hard to provoke this family?
What are you saying, mother? This family is provoked already. The elders in council want to terminate the royalty that runs in our family, and I am saying, mother, we must resist them. We must.
The chief priest was very close to your father. I know both of them used to be the best of friends. And I also know he has visited this palace countless number of times. And each occasion, your father always give him attention. What I don't understand now is, why will he suddenly change and he's taking sides with the elders in council?
It is obvious, mother. Money. That's all, money. See, that is one thing I hate about black men. We are so inconsistent. The dude must have taken money from these people and is obviously dancing to their tune.
What are we going to do, son?
I know what I am going to do. Don't worry about the elders in council, mother. I am going to show them that those men that feared me while I was on campus knew that I had many sides.
Elders in council of Ebelenu, why would they rise against my family? Why?
Thank you, my daughter.
Father, I received a very strange call from Henry today.
Strange call?
Yes.
Who is Henry?
Prince Henry, the son of the late king, the heir apparent to the throne. He sounded very angry. What beats me is that I still don't know how he got my number.
What did he say?
He said to advise my father not to dare him, that he's a man versatile in all things, that if my father goes ahead with his plots, that he will come after him like a wounded lion. And then when I tried to ask him exactly what he meant, he just cut off the call.
For the fact that he called you, a woman, pretending to know what we have discussed in council, means that he's a fool. My dear, go in and forget about him. Go in. Forget about him.
Yes, Father.
Go in. Who is Henry?
This is Her Majesty, Queen Emeka of Ebelenu Kingdom. Am I true to Ichie Okekaro?
It's me, Okekaro, speaking. Is anything the matter?
Yes. My son has briefed me on what you discussed in council. And I'm calling to know the reason of what you told him.
I am very disappointed. I finally discovered that your son is not a complete man.
My own son, the heir apparent to the throne. You said my own son is not a complete man. Did I give birth to an imbecile? What do you mean by that?
The elders and council of Ebenelu and all the kingdoms around are full of men and not women. For the fact that their son went to discuss issues we have discussed in council with women means that he's not man enough.
Ichie Okekaro, do you realize that I'm still the queen of this kingdom? I am the queen of this kingdom. Are you telling me that you don't know the importance of the position I maintain in this kingdom? Why will you just call me a woman?
Ezoma Inamaka, I am not going into that now.
No, Ichie Okekaro, you have to go into all that. What did you tell my son? And why will you think that I cannot be briefed on what was discussed in council?
I don't have answers for these questions now. I've already detailed an elder that will speak with their son.
You don't have to detail any elder to speak on your behalf. I want you to come out clear and speak yourself. What are you planning, Ichie Okekaro? What are you planning?
There are men who are ready to disobey the chief priest of the land. They do that because they don't respect constituted authorities. I don't do that myself. Listen, the chief priests have given us instruction, elders in council, and we have resolved to obey that instruction. Sorry, I have something to do. Thank you.
Hello? Hello, Ichie Okekaro. This is unbelievable. He actually cut the phone on me. He ended the call while I'm still speaking. Oh.
Their evil plans have reached the level that he cannot off phone while I'm still talking. These people are taking me for granted, and I must resist them.
Even if you must forget everything, you do not forget the fact that I'm the chief priest of this kingdom. And you should mind how you say certain things before me.
Well, Mr. Chief Priest, if you are getting angry, that is your problem, not mine. Answer the question. The elders said you gave them an advice. So I want to know, why would you give them such stupid advice? Why?
I asked the young men you interact with, and they told me that you read history in the university, and I was so impressed.
And what has the course I studied in the university got to do with this? Mr. Chief Priest, why are you doing everything possible to provoke me? Tell me.
If actually you read history in the university, you must know the value of history. The people that have history know the value of their history, and let me tell you the truth. The people that undermine their history destroy their future.
With due respect to you, Mr. Chief Priest, I do not know what you are talking about. The elders said you advised them not to crown me king, and based on your advice, they postponed my coronation. So I want to know, why? Tell me, why are you bringing history into this? Listen, I know the history of this kingdom, so you cannot confuse me with some baseless reference to history.
Do you know what, young man? Go back to where you came from and leave the gods to finish what you have already started.
And what have the gods started? Answer me, Mr. Chief Priest. What have the gods started?
Your welcome into my compound has expired. If you wouldn't mind, leave, or you see the chief priest in me.
Oh, you're now threatening me with the powers of the chief priest. Huh? You are threatening me with the powers of the chief priest. All right. Fine, but know this. I am going to deal with all of you. Mark my words.
The beautiful bride that is awesome and electrifying.
Thank you.
You look beautiful this afternoon.
Thank you.
And you're awesomely welcome. Even if all the musicians on Earth, I mean planet Earth, decide to compose a song for you, it's not going to be enough. You know why? Because you're bigger than a mezzo.
Thank you, Ben. You know, whenever you say this, I feel great and flattered all at once. So, are you alone here?
Is it ever possible I'm going to be alone? I'm not alone.
Excuse me. I don't know the reason she's not introducing me to you. Well, I'm Ugezu, and I'm a chief person. I suppose you are her groom. Oh my God, you have stolen my heart away with the praises that you gave to your wife. That is awesome.
Ben, I told you this is the best of all brands.
I know you kind of like my friend, but she's my best friend. She's Ozioma, my maid of honor. And Ozioma is my fiancé. My friend Marcus is my best friend. You know, I told you about her friend, man.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right.
Ozioma, wait! What's going on here? Have you guys met? Do you know her? Like, Ozioma! Ozioma!
Hello, who is this?
I'm the lady you just left. Please, where are you taking my friend to?
Please, I can't talk now. I'll call me back later, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Can you please explain to me the meaning of what just happened?
On the purity of my soul, I lay a curse on the man that violently terminated my virginity. It shall not be well with that man. Everything shall go wrong with him. He shall see his destiny, but he shall not get it.
Do you have anything to do with a beautiful woman? Oh my God. Your fiancé chooses are made of honor?
Her curse cannot be manifesting.
Curse?
I didn't do it.
Man, you're talking strange. You didn't do what? What is it?
Ben, I didn't do it.
Come on, are you okay? Fred!
I did not.
Hello, who's this?
My name is Chiwendo, the lady that called you earlier on. Please, there's a problem and I need to speak with my friend. Tell me where you dropped her. I am willing to pay. Just tell me where you dropped her.
Now you are talking. How much can you afford to pay?
You tell me how much you want me to pay.
If you can pay me 10,000 naira, I will tell you the hotel where I dropped her. She even booked a room in my presence. I will even give you her room number.
Settled. I'll pay you 10,000 naira. Where do I meet you up?
Okay, you come to Ebano Junction.
Okay, thank you very much.
I must confess to you, I am very, very disappointed with you.
Why would you say that?
Yes, you are from this clan, and you're the only one that represents this clan in the Council of Elders. Why are you there and they're scheming to terminate royalty from our family, and you could not do anything?
I'm disappointed to see the kind of understanding you have.
What do you mean by the kind of understanding that I have?
The kingdom is one. The Council of Elders is one. That I come from the same clan as you has not changed the fact that the kingdom is one. The decision of the council is for the good of the kingdom. So it has nothing to do with our clan.
So why are you postponing the coronation? Why?
We are all committed to the peace and progress of the kingdom. I have actually come to ask you to advise your son. He's taking the matter too personal and is destroying his chances.
My son is the only choice. And what do you mean by he is destroying his chances? I have this feeling that you and all the elders in council are all acting on a script written by the enemies of this land. And I'm going to assure you that I'm going to resist every one of you.
What? Resist all of us? Then, if you think you can resist the men who are standing with the gods of the land, go ahead and we shall see what would happen. Tell your son to mind his antics and moves before we conclude that he's number one enemy of the land.
Ichie Gonabo, you and I know that my son is not the problem of this land, but those who are postponing the coronation are the problem of this land. And I'm going to resist every one of you. I will. It's either my son is crowned or nobody.
A word, I believe, is enough for the wise. I don't have more to talk on this.
The picture is becoming clear. The picture is becoming very, very clear to me. Even my own people, our own people, are also against this. I will resist them. My son must be crowned as the heir of this kingdom. He is the prince.
How am I gonna repay you?
Don't think of paying me back. I want God to pay me back.
I should never have left. This isn't Chiwendu's fault. Now I regret why I walked away. Chiwendu gave me everything I have today, and she deserves more than I'm giving her. Who is that?
This is me, Chiwendu. If you do not want me to die of high blood pressure, then you must open this door. I don't need to ask you before you know you owe me a serious explanation to what happened back there in the house.
Oh my God. Now why is she cancelling my course? Does it mean she believed what she was told without even bothering to hear my side?
You see, Ben, I'm your neighbor here. And we are like brothers already. You know, I want you to tax your thoughts and come on, tell me what you know.
Ben, I was so drunk that night, I can barely remember anything now. Okay? But I remember I saw her exposed laps. I remember I got attracted. I remember also I wanted to act, and then my friend whom I was staying with told me not to do anything stupid. I also remembered I entered my room. So is it possible I woke up in the middle of the night under the influence of alcohol and then deflowered her, she claims? Is it possible?
You know, if you drank excess alcohol that night, you know, that it's possible that it put you to sin. Yes. You know, that is why the churches preach against alcohol. Come on, it will always push people to sin.
I know, but the girl in question does not drink alcohol. I mean, she's a thorough born-again Christian. A fanatic, if you could say. All she drinks is juice. So how is it possible that she got raped without her knowing? How?
Well, you never can say. You don't know the fate of the goats at the gathering of hungry leopards. Come on, I don't know exactly what's transpired though, but I know that when sinners are gathered, they can start anything.
Oh God! What? Did I rape her? Oh.
Why are you unwilling to talk? All I can make out of this is that you want to ruin my happiness. Ozioma, why?
No. Please don't say that. You know that's not true. Look, it's not about you, Chiwendu. It's about me. It's about my life. And I do not want to talk about it.
Don't be ridiculous. You saw my fiancé and you blotted out. Ever since then, you've been behaving strangely. Tell me what you mean by your life.
I left because I know that we couldn't talk about it. Chiwendu, You're getting married in a few days. Just leave me alone to concentrate, please.
I have this feeling that you and Ferdinand know before now. If this is true, in what capacity do you guys know?
You have seen me through a lot of times. You have been there for me. The last thing that I want to do is break your heart with the tales of my past. Just forget about me. Move on and be happy. By tomorrow morning, I'll just go back to the job that you gave to me. Please. Please.
Ozioma, you're making me go crazy. You are making me go crazy. If actually you value our friendship, then you should tell me what I need to know.
I can't talk about it. I sincerely can't do that. I'm sorry.
Okay. What I'm not reading is that they are right when they say friendship does not really exist. It only exists as language.
Chirindu, wait. Look, if you walk out of this room, Chirindu, with the impression in your mind that we are not best of friends, then you have killed me.
If I am that important to you, then you should tell me what I need to know. I have made a lot of sacrifices for you. I have never hidden anything from you. So why are you hiding things away from me now?
Have you ever wondered why I named my son Ferdinand?
What are you trying to tell me? Your son, Ferdinand, does he have anything to do with Ferdinand, my fiancé?
He's the father of my child. Jesus. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You see, that's the reason I didn't want to say anything. I don't know why I have to be so complicated between us. I'm sorry.
I don't know what she must have told you, but I beg you, it didn't happen. It did not happen.
You had the courage to drug and rape a woman who took you like a brother. And you think I would ever end up with a man like that as my husband?
No! Ben, could you just please tell her it did not happen? She's jumping into conclusions fast.
Oh, please, spare me that. You are a rapist. Or is there any other beautiful name you want to name it?
Chinwendu, there is a misconception somewhere. Please, let us not play into the hands of those who don't want us to be together. I love you, and I always will. You know that.
I've already made up my mind. There is nothing you're going to say that can make me change my mind.
I'm sorry, my dear Chiwendu. You can't be saying this now that your wedding is around the corner. Your fiancé has something to say. Come on, please. You should hear him out. Please.
I respect you a lot because you are a noble man. But I would advise you to stay out of this. Ferdinand.
Yes, my love.
That which you did with her produced a child. A male child.
So you better locate her and continue what you started.
Oh my God, she has a child. She has a child, she has a new child.
Are you gradually getting convinced that you did it?
On the purity of my soul, I lay a curse on the man that violently terminated my virginity. It shall not be well with that man. Everything shall go wrong with him. He shall steal his destiny, but he shall not get it.
Maybe alcohol pushed me to do it.
Look, you need to be sure that you did it before you accept. Fed, a child is already involved. You cannot claim another man's child.
But the curse is beginning to manifest in my life. Can't you see it? Everything is falling apart. My whole life is now misery, and I'm gradually beginning not to experience anything good. I don't know what is happening. Oh gosh.
Dikeh.
No.
That's one thing you don't know about me. That one thing is that I plan well. I always plan well. This habit of planning well is the reason why I hardly fail. I'm a successful man, successful in any venture. So I have come this night to ask you that we should start planning well.
There is nothing to plan in this. The gods are involved in this matter. We should allow them to complete that which they have started. Yes.
Did you hear that the boy went to the chief priest to threaten him? To threaten the chief priest of this land?
Of course I heard it. Oh. That is the more reason I say that the gods are making move. How can a man who cannot respect the chief priest of the land emerge as the next king? Is it possible?
And again, I went and discussed with the mother and discovered that the mother and the son are working together. I can say like mother, like son.
Children, listen. I don't want to discuss this matter anymore. Let us follow the chief priest at his pace until we get to the truth. Remember, he said that this land has a history. Yes. We cannot abandon the history.
No way.
Let us follow the gods. Yes.
You should know me by now, Ozioma. I don't rush into decisions, but when I take one, I hardly go back.
Don't you think that this was rather too fast? I mean, there were some things that you probably didn't consider before taking that rash decision.
Things like what? Ozioma, I was the one you came to. I know the pains you went through. I had already placed a curse on the man that made you pass through that pain. And now that it turned out to be the very man that I want to marry, how in the world do you think I would continue?
Forget about this. I want you to continue. Look, I trust you. Trust you so much. Enough to give my son to you. My son is your son. And I know that you would give him the motherly care and love that he deserves. But if you're trying not to hurt me, not going through the wedding would be worse. I've already called it off. Well, you can forgive and forget. Look, I know how much of your soul you put into the planning of this wedding. And I'm guaranteed that it's going to turn out a fabulous wedding. I want you to go through that. But you will have to look for a new chief bridesmaid. Just show me beautiful pictures. I actually came back to this hotel tonight to ask you for a favor that I know you can grant. Don't leave tomorrow as you've already planned. Please, don't leave tomorrow. I have to. You know I have to. I must leave. I don't want you to leave. It's unfortunate things are happening this way, but you still remain my one and only friend, and I want you to stay behind. You can even check out from here. We can go back to my place. Chirindu, you know if I don't go, I'll be giving you more than enough reason not to get married. But if I go tomorrow, you can forget all about me. You can have that happy ever after that every woman wants to have. Please. If you're really what I take you to be, then don't leave tomorrow. God. I should have just shut up. I should have just kept quiet. I shouldn't have just said anything. Why didn't I shut up? Why didn't I shut up? Why didn't I just shut up?
You called me, mother.
Yes, sit down. You know, the problem we're facing in this kingdom now is about your future. And I want you to face it with every determination it deserves.
Is that not what I'm doing, mother? Of course that's what I'm doing. The youth leader of Rebellion Kingdom is my friend, my good friend. So I can always get him to trigger the youths. And you know the elders are crippled once the youths are triggered.
Okay. Henry, I want you to cancel your planned trip to Enugu tomorrow.
Why? Oh, come on, mother. I can't do that. No. Look, Ferdinand is my friend. Right? He's my friend, my good friend. He's like a brother to me. I need to be there. I'm supposed to be his best man. I can't do that.
Henry, that way his best man is nothing. He can always pick another young man to be his best man. The elders are planning to take what belongs to you. And I want you to sit back and resist them. Instead of telling me you are going to Enugu.
But, mother, why do you want me to abandon my friend at this point? Why?
Because I don't trust him. I don't.
You don't trust Ferdinand?
Yes.
I'm just hearing this for the first time. Why?
Is he not from Uroji clan? The same clan as Ichi Okekaro. He might even be involved in the whole scheme. Henry, why are you bothered about him? I don't even know why you are bothered about him.
Oh no, mother. No. I don't agree with you. You will not make me hate my friend, no. Ferdinand has been my friend for years and he has always been there for me, right? No, not at this point. Look, I have a plan on ground, right? This plan is in motion. So I'll attend the wedding, do everything, make sure everything goes well, then I'll come back and continue from where we stopped.
What if you come back and they've crowned another king?
Oh, mother. That is when you will see the cultist in me. Let them try.
Come back here, Henry. Come back here. What did I hear you say now? Did you say you are a cultist?
You know, mother, coming to power has many properties. This is my battle. So I want you to relax and leave me to fight my battle.
Did I hear him right? Did he say he's a cultist? No. What is he doing with cultism? Did I hear him right? No. My son can't be a cultist. What is he doing with cultism?
This is not supposed to do, Alice.
Why did you bring you here? I am talking to you.
Why would you rely on baseless allegation to call off your wedding? Why do you refuse to pick up his calls?
When people try to defend what they don't know, they make mistakes.
Is that what you think? That I don't know what is going on? Listen to me, Chinwendo. I listened to him already. And I know everything that is going on. Why are you playing into the hands of the enemies of the family? Why?
Listen to me, my dear Alice. This man here is a rapist.
Oh. He raped that innocent flatmate of his.
And it resulted to pregnancy.
I, Chinwendo, I nurtured that pregnancy. I know the pains he made her go through. She was disowned by her own parents. She was ostracized from her church in Edo State. I had already placed a curse on the man that defied her. Sincerely, like, honestly, I can't marry that man that I now know is Ferdinand.
It's me you're talking about, Ferdinand. You're jumping into conclusions and it's not fair. It's not fair.
Okay. Are you by any means trying to tell me that you did?
I can't. I was too drunk that night to even remember what happened. But I can tell you in all sincerity. Something within me tells me I didn't do it. Oh, believe me, I didn't do it.
Can you say the man you're trying to defend? Can you say the man you are trying to defend? Please, I've had enough. Just take them out of my house. I want to rest.
So. Please, Chiwendo. Do you ever understand the implication of what you're doing? Printed cards have already been distributed.
Yes.
And guests already invited.
Please.
Everything is set for this wedding. You just cannot call it off, please.
Ben, is this coming from you, Ben?
Yeah.
Ben, if you force me to see you as a man with no integrity, then it will be bad. So you want me to please invited guests and marry a rapist? Ferdinand, you are a rapist.
Oh.
Yes, and my friend has already named her son after his father, Ferdinand. So you better go start that family. You started with my friend and let me be. Please!
Okay?
How?
Did you want to?
What is wrong?
Just calm down, okay? I'm going to talk to her.
What is happening?
Just calm down.
What is happening?
Calm down, I'll talk to her, okay? Let's go. Don't worry, I'll talk to her. She'll come back, don't worry. Okay?
Talk to her, please.
Don't worry, I'll do that.
Then talk to her. What am I going to do? It's okay. Oh.
Just calm down, okay?
I look at you and I have this feeling that your father is in this house. Young lady, why are you hiding him from me?
Why would I want to hide my father? He left very early this morning.
And he did not tell you where he went to. Are you going to tell me that you do not know where your father went to?
Your Majesty, I am not a liar and I have not told any lie. He said he was going to see Ichionora.
Which Ichionora? The priest?
Yes, Your Majesty, the chief priest.
Are you aware that your father is going to go down in history as one of the men that destroyed this kingdom?
Your Majesty, on the contrary, my father is one of the men who would die for this kingdom. I will never be amongst the people who want to destroy the land.
Why give me the impression that you're equally part of the scheme?
I know not of any scheme and I am not part of any scheme.
I'm not going to call your father on the phone again. Because it is clear to me that telephone calls do not make any difference to him. But tell him that I was there. Let him dismantle his wicked schemes, or I will personally make him politically impotent in this kingdom. Warn him.
Why are we being threatened by the royal house? Your son called me earlier today threatening me, and now you're here threatening our family. What have we done?
If you fail
to warn your father. And he is consumed by the wicked scheme he's putting up. I am sorry, because you have yourself to blame.
My father is a nobleman and he's not setting up a scheme.
Then warn him. Warn him now that you can, or you see nobody to warn eventually.
Something is wrong in the land. But why are they trying to hide it?
Your Majesty, you've not told me exactly where we're going.
The guy that is meant to direct me is not taking his calls, so I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
Sir, do you know exactly where he lives?
I know he lives in Zoo Estate. Is that it? Yeah, Zoo Estate, but I don't know the exact address. Can you take me to any hotel in Zoo Estate?
Sir, Zoo Estate is strictly a residential area. There's no hotel there, sir.
Okay. Alright, take me to any hotel close to Zoo Estate.
Alright, sir.
Mother of my baby, you have ruined my life. Now the news is everywhere that the wedding has been cancelled. What have you come to do? You came to be married instead?
Ferdinand, you are losing it. I do not want you to lose your head.
Hey! As if you care. You came to ruin my life. You came to make me pay, huh?
Will you just calm down and listen? I can't find Chiwendu.
What are you talking about? You came from who?
She came to my hotel last night and asked me to stay back. She left and called me up again and said that you came to her house with her auntie.
Yes. Her name is Alice. What happened?
She said she called off the wedding.
Oh, I see. And so you have come to be married in her place?
Can you just keep quiet? Is this how you behave nowadays? She gave me her address and I went there today and she's nowhere to be found. I have called all her numbers and none of them are going through.
Where and where did you check?
Everywhere.
These calls from Harry.
What are we going to do?
Now you shut up. You are the cause of all this problem. Ever since you came here, it's been one problem or the other.
What are you trying to say? That I am the cause of the problems?
I'm not saying anything, but your presence has brought up so many problems.
You know what? I'll give you a good advice. Forget about me. I came to tell you that your wife-to-be is nowhere to be found. Try and find her.
Hey! You wait. Now you listen to me. She's missing, then we have to find her together, you and I.
There is a night that sees you where you are, is watching you. This is a man.
Mother, I don't go already.
Have you seen the reason why I said you must always listen to me? I told you not to go anywhere and you refused to listen to me.
You sound as if something is wrong. What is it?
The elders are now holding a secret meeting with the chief priest. Ask me what they are discussing and I will tell you that I don't know.
So why are you bothered when you don't know what they're talking about?
Doesn't mean that you cannot think. They are planning the same scheme. Now that you're not here, call the youth leader that you said is working for you to proceed immediately to the meeting.
Mother, I cannot do that. The youth leader is not one of the elders in council. What will he be doing at the meeting? What? Tell me.
So what are we going to do?
Mother, I told you before, relax. Calm down. I have this thing under control. Right? I have a plan. Relax.
Does it mean that he cannot see what is so glaring? Why would he understand the way I'm feeling about this whole thing? Eh?
Dude, what is your problem? I've been calling you the whole day. You're not taking your calls. What's wrong?
Henry, I am facing the greatest confusion of my life now.
Don't give me that. I've been in this town since noon. I've been calling you. You're not taking your calls. What is the problem?
Henry Chinwendu has called off the wedding.
What? Oh, come on. Must you joke with everything? What is wrong with you?
I am not joking. It happened yesterday as I'm talking to you and I'm in a very great dilemma. And she's also gone missing.
Missing? Whoa. This is serious. I don't even know what to say. Alright, can you meet me at Isle Paradise Hotels and Suites? Yeah, that's where I am right now. I'm at the restaurant. I'm eating.
Okay, I'll meet you there soon. Alright. You see what you caused? If you hadn't opened your mouth, all this wouldn't be happening.
Fred, how can you blame me for anything that's happened?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. But do you know that Edochie is my friend?
Whatever.
One thing I know is that if it pleases God to make her your wife, she must be your wife.
Sure.
There's no two ways about that.
Yes. The reason I'm here is because of the conviction I have. Now, some elders in my church even asked me to marry another sister. But I refused to do that. You know why? Because I am convinced that Ozioma is the woman for me.
We are saying the same thing. Your conviction is based on the fact that you are seeing the hand of God in it. Yes. I am praying. And I know you are equally praying. So we must continue to pray. And if it pleases God to make her your wife, with God nothing shall be impossible. He will make it work for us.
Yeah. He will. God will. And I am still very happy because the last time I got her on the phone, she told me that you called and both of you were discussing about me. It gave me cause to be happy.
But I told you I would call.
Yes, you did.
That was a promise. Look, I'm not one of those Christians that see promises as nothing.
God bless you.
I see every promise. All promises, I hold them as a covenant. And that is why once I promise to do anything, I'll go all out to get it done.
God bless
That is
you.
me.
I called her on the phone and all through yesterday I couldn't get her on the phone. I was a little bit worried. I don't know why she couldn't pick my calls.
Okay. I'm aware that she's at Abuja for the preparation of her friend's wedding. You know, she's the maid of honor. And it is possible that running around has not allowed her to attend to her phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would want you to call her for me. Even if she doesn't pick my calls, she must definitely pick yours. You are still her father, and you occupy a very significant position in her life.
I know what you mean.
Yes.
I will.
I'm happy. Let me run along.
Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry. God is in control.
All right.
Dude, you're not talking. What's wrong? Hey, what is going on? Did she catch you screwing another woman?
Henry, I might not be a prince like you, but you know me as a man of integrity. I'm not into women. I'm not a Casanova.
Yeah, I know, but tell me what is going on. Why would she do what she did? You said she called at the wedding, and then she switched off her phone, and then she went missing. So why?
Everything went sour since Ozioma came into the picture.
Why do you keep saying that?
Wait, hang on. Why would he say everything went sour since you came into the picture?
I have asked him to calm down and listen. But he just refuses to understand what's going on.
Look, Ozioma, it is obvious we cannot be calmer than this, right? So please, tell me what your arrival has to do with this whole drama.
Maybe I should have left. Things should have been different, right?
I think at this point, I am starting to get pissed off. Can somebody talk to me? Please?
Chiwendu's calling. Hello? Chiwendu, how could you do this to everybody? We have been everywhere looking for you. Where are you? Give me a few minutes, I'll be there. Chiwendu, trust me, I'll be there.
What did she say?
She doesn't know I'm with you. Neither you. I'm just gonna go over and talk to her. You would have to trust me on this. I mean, trust me.
What are you guys not telling me?
Okay, I will tell you everything, Henry. But what's most important now is for us to get Chinwendu back. Would you please come with me? Please. Chinwendu, there is a misconception somewhere. Please. Let us not play into the hands of those who don't want us to be together. I love you. And I always will. You know that.
He loves me. And we always do. Why would he be a rapist? How in this world would I ever marry a rapist? Oh. Come here.
Chinwendu. Don't.
You're not just being fair to me. Heaven knows I love you with all my heart. You don't just want to understand me. Why?
I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant for you.
Well, the last time I checked, that was good news. You shouldn't be getting angry. I don't think anybody should get angry here. It happens all the time. Oh, come on. Chinwendu, look at me. Look at me. Is that why you called off the wedding?
He knows why I called off the wedding.
Somebody, this is getting crazy. Believe me, this is getting crazy. Somebody has to talk to me. Look, I deserve to know.
Henry, I don't know where to start.
Start from somewhere. Anyway, I'm listening.
You remember back then in Oka, the day we threw a birthday party for Ozioma?
Yeah.
You remember how she woke up the next morning claiming someone raped and deflowered her?
Yeah.
Ozioma showed up here in Enugu to say that she got pregnant by that act. And she had a baby boy whom she named after me. Chinwendu called off the wedding because of that. Even while I'm telling her I don't know anything about it.
Ozioma, Ozioma, you mean a child was conceived that night?
Yes. A boy.
Ferdinand is not the father.
I keep telling her that.
He's not the father. It's not like I'm saying he didn't do it. I'm just thinking. Our house is open. Look at this. So I'm just thinking. It's possible an intruder came in here and raped you.
Harry, are you still going to maintain your tale about strangers coming into our apartment and doing this evil deed? Oh, please excuse me.
Ozioma, wait. No intruder did it. Neither did Ferdinand. I did it. I don't know why you singled me out from others.
That's something I've done for years. Each time we recruit new members into this brotherhood, I always single out the brightest. And he's given the gift of free sex.
Free sex? Sorry to disappoint you, Kapo. I'm not gay. But I don't know what you're talking about. What is free sex?
This is a bottle of the liquid of transgression. It is the gift of free sex. Once you have it, you can sleep with any woman you like.
Yes. Alright, let me see. I think I like it. You know me, I love women. Alright? So how do I use it?
Simple. Just pour a little drop into a glass cup. Pour any drink of your choice into it. Give it to the woman you want to defy.
Okay.
Once she takes it, she's gone. And before she knows it, you must have finished doing whatever you want to do with her.
Oh, Baba, you go kill me now. And this silly thing. My God. Oh, wow, correct. Correct. So the Chris, I go see me. You know, this is the best gift I've ever received. This. Make a pocket off it before you tell me a story.
Hold on, well,
hold on now. Hey, Chris. So, how much do I pay for it?
It is a gift. You don't pay for it. But I must warn you. You don't brag about it. And you don't tell anybody nothing about it. It is a secret you must keep to yourself for the rest of your life. If you do, my brother, your history.
Alright. Don't worry about me. It's something you don't even know. You know I'm a prince. See? I'm a prince. And you don't know because I know how to keep secrets. I know everything about the palace right here in my palms. But I don't tell anybody. I only tell the ones who deserve to know. So don't worry about me. Secret is safe. Very safe. it would be easy to convince them that an intruder did it. Listen to me. I know how you feel. Look, I am sorry. From the deepest part of my heart, I am sorry for what I did. Please. At least now you know the truth. Believe me, I'm ready to take care of you and the child. I will take responsibility for both of you.
Henry, I am disappointed in you. You? Prince of Ebelenu Kingdom, drugged and raped an innocent girl?
Oh, dude, I don't know what came over me. It was lost. And believe me, I regretted it the morning she woke up and it was raining curses on the man who did it. I'm sorry.
Harry. No sin will ever go unpunished. You defiled me just for lust. You will leave. Henry, you will leave so long to face the wages of lust.
Ozioma, wait, please don't go. Please, wait. Original curse has been following me, and now she placed the new one on me.
I'm sorry. I judged you in a hurry. Please forgive me.
It's okay. Get up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Listen to me. I love you. And I always will.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My apologies don't make sense over the phone. But if I must say, I'm coming down home by the weekend. Then I can apologize face to face so I can make more meaning sense.
I certainly do not need any apologies. Those sweet words from you have melted my heart away. And I am certainly looking forward to seeing you by the weekend.
You would have to stop calling my father to talk to me on your behalf. Whatever burden that has held my heart in bondage has been lifted. I can say I'm a normal person again.
I am happy. These words from your mouth have certainly made me happy. Now, do I have your word that we are getting married?
We will talk face to face when I come. But thank you very much for being such a gigantic pillar of support.
Thank you. It's all right. It's all right. I am happy with the way you are sounding. It means a lot to me. Let me let you be for now.
All right.
Are you telling me, Chioko Karo, that your daughter did not tell you that I was here earlier in the day?
Yes, she told me that you came, threatening the peace in my household. And I have been asking myself, why do you choose to roast your fingers in the fire, except to roast yam?
You know something, Chioko Karo? I am not here for your stupid and baseless proverbs. I want to know the reason why you went to the chief priest.
I went to discuss with the chief priest the way forward of the kingdom.
And what do you mean by the way forward? I am still the queen of this kingdom, and I demand to know the reason why you went to the chief priest and what you discussed with him.
Listen, you are just a woman. You have no right to interfere with the politics of this kingdom, okay?
Ichiko Karo, why are you doing everything possible to put fire on this land? Why?
I need to remind you, it is late. Go back to your house. Do realize that men who sit in council move after the gods and not before the gods. Good night.
Ichiko Karo, come back here. Are you working out on me? How dare you? Look at this man. Oh, all your evil schemes are now becoming plain to me. Ha, but I'm going to resist every one of you. And let me assure you, even if you take every woman in this kingdom for granted and beyond, you cannot take I, Queen Emeka of Ebelenu, for granted. You just wait and see. For working out on me, I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Nonsense. Who is she? Who is she? Adama! 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 Come!
Father, what's the matter?
If that woman comes here again to ask of me, tell her you don't know my whereabouts.
Yes, Father. Okay? I only told her your whereabouts because I thought she was still the queen we used to know. Apparently, everything is different now.
Nothing is different. The kingdom is getting better. And let us relax and wait for the gods.
The funny thing is, I tried to get her to explain the reason why she threatened the family, and she didn't have anything tangible to say.
Go back to your room and relax, okay?
Yes, Father.
Go back to your room.
Please take it easy.
Why are you staring at me as if I have water in my mouth? I want you to tell me this game that you are playing with the elders in council of Ebelenu Kingdom.
Namaka, the last time your son came here, I asked him to leave before he sees the chief priest in me. And this is the same thing I'm going to tell you now. Leave before you see the masquerade of Ebelenu Kingdom.
Nine. Let me tell you something. If you finally compromise your status as the chief priest of this kingdom and crown another king, I'm going to grind you to a halt. I swear.
Your time is up. You may not like what you see next.
Nine. Look into my eyes and tell me that you are going to crown my son the king of this kingdom. I told my son Henry, I told him not to go anywhere. I told him not to go to Enugu, and he will refuse to listen. Now see, everything is gradually drifting away from us.
I'm sitting down here with you. Ask me why. I myself could not even explain it.
I'm not going to make reference to it because we both know already. It's obvious, we witnessed it. Ferdinand and Chiwendu are now happily married. Happily married.
And what has that got to do with you, Henry? You know, I look at you And all I see is failure. Truthfully, I'm not happy sitting down here with you. No.
Ozioma, I understand that you're angry, so I'm going to pardon you. But I will correct you immediately. I am not a failure. I am a prince of a Belenu kingdom, and you cannot say that a prince is a failure.
Henry, I am giving you just one chance to speak. What you want from me?
Ozioma, are you trying to tell me that you don't recall what we shared? You don't. Listen, in the next 3 weeks, I will be crowned King Onyeburebu of a Belenu kingdom. Now, my kingdom has been listed as one of the oil-producing kingdoms in the East. Now, I've taken my time to recall everything that happened between us, all we shared, and I have realized that you are that woman who will sit with me, beside me, as my queen when I am crowned the king.
Do you see the reason I say all I see when I look at you is failure?
Point of correction, Ozioma. For the last time, I am not a failure. I am the crown prince of a Belenu kingdom, the heir apparent to the throne. I am not a failure. I mean, come on, look beyond this point. Right? I understand everything that has happened. I know the way you feel. I'm sorry, but can we just put everything aside and look beyond this point? I mean, look at it. We have a son already. It's a blessing. Let us get together as man and wife.
Harry, I am not moved by your wealth. My eyes are fixed above on Christ who reigns in glory, and that alone. On the purity of my soul. I laid a curse on the man who violently terminated my virginity. I said then, as I'm saying today, that it shall never be well with him. That he should see his destiny, but he would not be able to get into it. Things will go wrong for him. I'm sorry, Henry, that you turned out to be the rapist at the end of the day. But I tell you the truth, all my curses shall remain with you. And this will serve as a warning to all your likes out there who are looking for innocent girls to devour.
Wait. What about my son?
What about him? He will grow up, Henry. Men always have a way of finding their backgrounds. But one thing I would not hide from him is the fact that his father is a rapist. I will let him know that fact. I'll give him the opportunity to choose if he really wants to have a rapist as a father.
Not to worry, Henry. By the time I am crowned king, she will come back.
My prince, I want to know the reason of your visit.
There is fire on the mountain. Surprisingly, nobody seems to be on the run. I came here to ask you just one question. You are the youth leader of a Belenu kingdom. Confirmed.
Yes.
I want to know this. Apart from this kingdom, do you have any other kingdom? Any other one you call your own?
No. So my friends, your question is complicated. I will not answer any of your questions until you explain everything to me clearly.
I am the heir apparent to the throne of Ebelenu Kingdom.
I know.
Do you have any problem with that?
My prince, I don't have any problem with the fact that you're the heir apparent to the throne. Even if I have, I mean, it has not and will never change the fact that you're the heir apparent to the throne. That will be the king.
Good. I came here to tell you that age-long agreement is no longer as sacred as it used to be. The elders of our land who have the duty of protecting our cultural heritage, they now want to destroy it, and I want us to challenge them.
My prince, you see, if you think that the elders are going contrary to the tradition of our land, then we have to confront the chief priest. If you want, we can go to him now.
No, we can't. You know why we can't? I've talked with the chief priest. He's one of them.
What?
Yes. So I want us to handle this as youths. What are you thinking? Hey, listen, there is no time to think. No time. The chief priest is part of the conspiracy, so I want us to confront him, and we must resist him. We must resist the chief priest.
My prince, if the chief priest is involved, I'm afraid, count me out.
What did you just say?
My prince, I know you heard me. If the chief priest is involved in it, I, Oyama, the leader of the youths of Ebelenu Kingdom, will not be part of it. Sorry. Permit to go.
When you do a thing, thinking that no one sees you, there is a night that's always open wide.
Henry, we call you here because the spiritual authorities of this kingdom have exposed the reason why they say that we must not be in a hurry to crown you the king.
And what is their reason?
The truth is that you will never be the king of this kingdom.
How can you say something you know is not possible? I am the heir apparent to the throne. And if you elders do not want to destroy this land, then you find a way to crown me king.
Listen, we don't know about other kingdoms. The truth remains that a rapist will not sit as a king in this kingdom.
On the purity of my soul, I lay a curse on the man that violently terminated my virginity. It shall not be well with that man. Everything shall go wrong with him. He shall steal his destiny, but he shall not get it.
Ichioke Karo, are you calling me a rapist? Huh?
Henry, have you heard concerning the wages of lust?
Mary, no sin will ever go unpunished. You defiled me just for lust. You will leave. Henry, you will leave so long to face the wages of lust.
I want to understand what you elders are saying.
I have said it already. You will never be the king of this land because you are a rapist. A rapist is not a responsible person. And an irresponsible person can never rule over responsible people. Yes.
Your Majesty, I'm still wondering why you summoned me at this time of the night.
I summoned you because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing.
And what are you seeing?
I am seeing the elders refusing to crown you king after my reign. I went back to ask them, and they said that irresponsible people
do not rule over responsible people.
Please, Father. In other words, you are saying that I am an irresponsible son.
Whatever I call you does not really matter. But what matters is that I want this throne to remain in this family after my reign. And if for any fault of yours this throne leaves this family, be rest assured that I will make you miserable for the rest of your life. There is only one way to avoid this curse. Henry, live right.
Father, what you are doing is tantamount to laying a curse on me. And I'm wondering why a father would lay a curse on his own son.
Henry, there is only one way to avoid this curse. Live right. Live right. Don't use your hand to pull the trigger of destruction. My son, if you fail to live right, I will personally destroy you.
Why are you elders doing this? Why?
You think that we are destroying the land? I want you to understand that we are trying to develop the land by laying the throne on the foot of a noble man who will be the king.
Of course you are destroying the land! You are destroying the land! Listen! Are you telling me that you want to deny me of my position, my birthright, because of some silly, simple thing I did? Huh?
Listen, your father in his grave would not forgive us. You call it simple, but it is not simple. You lived a bad life, and your father's curse is on you. Yes.
I have a loaded gun right here, and I'm telling all of you, if you do not crown me king, I will shoot all of you and crown myself king. So you have 10 counts to make a decision. 1, 2.
Listen, Henry, listen. We cannot compromise the sacredness of the ancestral stool of a Belen kingdom because one fool has pulled a gun at the elders in council. Yes. You raped an innocent girl, and no matter how many guns you may decide to pull to intimidate us, do realize that a rapist can never emerge as a king to rule normal people. No way.
OJ, you're calling me an abnormal person? Huh? You are calling this dude right here an abnormal person? Well, fine! You will be the first to die. Say me hi to my father.
You see, Ozioma, this may not ultimately be testimony, but it is something like that. Protocol is not my real name. My name is Godwin Bezim Esquire. Yeah. Protocol is a name they started calling me here in Onitsha because of the kind of life I used to live. I cannot even say I know how it started. Before I knew it, the name became so popular and I started to bear the name. I came in here today because of something you did in my life. You remember that night I offered you 1 million naira in that hotel that is collapsed now? You said something very significant, and that thing you said has remained with me ever since. As you see me now, I am a born-again Christian. Hallelujah. I have accepted Christ as my personal Lord and Savior, and I can tell you that God has been very faithful to all his promises.
You don't know what joy that fills my heart right now. Because I know that heaven will rejoice.
Amen.
The Bible says that there is joy in heaven over one soul that repents.
Hey, but you need to understand, I am not the only one that got caught and got consumed in the fire you ignited that night. Oh my goodness. Many of my colleagues, my friends, as many of us that we are in that negative business, making money the negative way, the hard way, the bad way, horror to people, intimidating people, almost all of us, we got caught in that fire that you started. And all of us have given our lives to Christ.
Praise God. Praise the Lord. But I must have you know that I cannot take the glory as the one who caused the fire in you to revive and change your life. All glory and adoration must be to God because He deserves it.
Yeah, but even at that, there is something I must have to tell you. You are a saint. Absolutely. Ozioma, you are a saint. And I'm so happy that I came in contact with somebody like you. And based on that, I want to ask you for a favor. Can you see me outside, please?
Protocol. I can call you that now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the name. Nothing at all. I don't see visitors out. But I'll make an exception.
Please.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm helping you once again.
I'm really excited for you and your friends. God has done a beautiful thing in your life, and the God who has started it will give you the grace and the power to perfect it in Jesus' name. Amen.
I recall what you told me about your ugly encounter with a rapist.
That's my past, and I don't think I want to talk about it.
Ozioma, look at that car. I bought it for you to wipe away all your sorrows and agony.
You bought me a car.
The fact that you were raped, Ozioma, has not diminished the fact that you are a strong woman. And that is the reason why I came to you. I am here because I am convinced that you are the best woman I've ever met in my life. And I came to make you a proposal. Please, be my wife.
You know that if your members get to see us out here, you know they're going to conclude, right? That their pastor is involved in immorality.
I am not raised in an Orthodox church where people live under the fear of rules and laws. I am the pastor of a New Testament church where God has given us the power of love. True love and nothing but holy love. You know, you promised me you were going to come, and I am so happy you are here.
I like you because you know how to take charge. You know what you want. Nothing moves you. And I'm very sure that you also know how to get exactly what you want to.
That is the spirit of the power of God working wonders in our spirits. I'll give God all the glory.
Hallelujah.
I know you'll be expecting this. And I'm so happy to give it to you in this garden that signifies love, purity, and oneness. Ozioma, please, be my wife.
don't want to be the wife of a pastor. But you just came from nowhere and stole my heart away.
The Lord will bring us into his banquet hall, where his banner over us shall be love, divine love, nothing but true love. The love that will overshadow you and wipe away all the dents the enemy has poured into you. You shall rise like the bright morning sun, and the church shall be united in love.
Listen to me. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand that I am making this proposal from the deepest part of my heart. I love you and I love you sincerely. You changed my life and I want to live for you as your husband. Please.
God is able and just to fulfill every promise that he has made to his disciples. God will find you a wife.
Oh my goodness, Ozioma, why would you say a thing like that? Why would I ask God to give me another when you are here? You are the one for me. You are the one I want to live for. I want to do anything for you, please. Ozioma, please don't say no.
No, I'm not rejecting you because of anything. I genuinely know how you feel about me. But I am already engaged.
Ozioma, look at the paper of the car. Look at the paper. Look at it has the spare. It's a genuine car that I bought for you. Please, be my wife. Please. I have done on my knees. Please.
Please. I'm sorry that I'm getting married to a pastor. He already asked me and I accepted. I really appreciate it if you could come for my wedding. And thank you so much for this. It's wonderful and it's lovely. But I can have it. I'm sorry. Thank you. This is Ozioma speaking. How can I help you?
Ozioma, I am in a mess. And you are the reason that I'm in a mess. Are you going to resist me forever?
I don't need to ask. I know this is Henry.
As we speak, you are the only thing I have left. I have lost everything. Everything I have. Everything slipped from my hands.
Do you need to be told that that is commensurate reward for rapists? They shall not know peace. You brought this upon yourself, Henry. So you should be ready to live with it.
Ozioma, please wait, please.
I'm waiting. What do you have to say?
Can't you remember what we shared?
Henry, we shared nothing. You drugged me and violently deflowered me. I forgive you. I have moved on perfectly with my life, Henry. And I think you should do the same. I'm getting married very soon. And I will be glad to send you a copy of my invitation card. Have a good day.
She's getting married to someone else. And I have lost the throne on account of what I did to her. And now I am losing her to another. Is this what she meant by the wages of lust?
Whatever I call you does not really matter. But what matters is that I want this throne to remain in this family after my reign. And if for any fault of yours this throne leaves this family, be rest assured that I will make you miserable for the rest of your life. There is only one way to avoid this curse. Henry, live right.
I have lost everything. I have lost everything because I failed to live right. Now I live in misery.
What is the problem, my prince? The elders came to my quarters and were asking me questions. What do you tell them? And why are you not there with them?
They made it clear to me, mother. They said that a rapist is not a normal human being. And surely a rapist cannot rule over normal people.
Who is the rapist? And who are the normal people? Hey, put that in! Put it down! Put it down! Now why you want that gun? What is wrong with you?
Get out, woman.
Put it down!
Get out.
What is wrong with you now?
Get out. Woman.
Get out!
Always open wide is watching you. There is a night that sees evil in the dark. There is a man who confirms the words of the oppressed. When you do one thing, thinking that no one sees you, there is a night that's always open wide. There is a man whose eyes are very wide. There is a night that sees you where you are, is what